the offensive performance from Angel Reese last night. Keyword, offensive. That is the only kind of offense that Angel Reese is capable of performing. Offensive offense. But I'm not just talking about the self-proclaimed villain, which, by the way, I thought Angel Reese was dedicating this season to winning. I thought she was focused on carrying the Chicago Bravado to the promised land of golden toilets and bathrooms with running water.
But not when you got Angel.
Angel Reese just got a reality check. And it didn't come from an opponent. It came from her own teammate, Kamila Cardoso, in a moment so awkward it had fans wincing in disbelief. One play, no words, just cold silence on the bench. And suddenly, Bayou Barbie looked more like a backup than a franchise player. This wasn't just about one mistake or one off night. This was a clash between hype and hard truth. Was it frustration boiling over? A wake-up call? Or is the pressure finally cracking through the glam and confidence? Whatever it was brutal, and it might just be the beginning of something bigger.
Kamila Cardoso, she is fed up with the Chicago Sky experiment. Tyler Marsh, once again, salute to you. You are doing the rest of the league a favor. This point forward experiment, this Ariel Atkins trade, this has done nothing.
Kamila Cardoso is sprinting the floor, but the real move she's making, distancing herself from Angel Reese. And honestly, who could blame her? When you're forced to share the court with someone more obsessed with posing for the cameras than actually finishing plays, it's only smart to protect your own reputation. Cardoso didn't enter the WNBA to play sidekick to a social media celebrity dressed up as a power forward. She came to compete, to win, and right now, Angel Reese is making that mission feel impossible.
Seems like Kamila Cardoso is done with Angel Reese, man. Angel Reese is up there mucking up everything, guys. I've been telling y'all. There's only so much masquerading you can do. There's only so much you can hold up this facade. And in this
game after game, Kamila Cardoso finds herself picking up the slack for someone who keeps calling herself a star, but plays more like a backup. There are moments on the court where you can literally see Cardoso avoiding the pick and roll with Angel Reese, instead shifting toward teammates who actually know how to move the ball. When you're trying to build flow and chemistry, the last thing you need is a spotlight chaser dragging down your efficiency. And Kamila, she's well aware of it.
I'm struggling to understand the end destination of this journey. I'm struggling to understand the winning that Angel Reese is talking about.
Chicago's offense is falling apart. The spacing, gone. The rhythm, completely wrecked. And why? Because Kamila Cardoso is constantly adjusting her game to tiptoe around Angel Reese's ego circus. You can see it in the hesitation, the awkward ball movement, and the total lack of connection between them. And this isn't just a personality issue, it's a basketball disaster. Kamila has everything she needs to dominate in the paint, but every time Angel crowds the lane with sloppy footwork or calls for the ball just to toss up another brick from mid-range, Cardoso is left with no choice but to back off. It's a calculated move, not an emotional one, but make no mistake, it's slowly killing this team.
And Angel Reese, girl, you gotta rebound harder. Yes, I know you had a double-double, you had like 11 rebounds today, but you could have had 29. Like, you could have had 30 something. Sometimes the ball's just coming past you, you're just standing there. Girl, the fashion show was before the game. And the last one is also for Angel Reese. Look, if you're the big star, if it's supposed to be a rival between you and Caitlin Clark and y'all the two big dogs in the league, then you need to put the team on your...
Even in transition, it's a mess. Kamila Cardoso takes off on the break, calling for the lob, expecting a clean lead pass. But Angel Reese is still stuck at half court, fumbling the ball like it's her first day on the hardwood. What's the strategy here? At this point, Kamila is flat out outrunning her own teammate. Not to finish a play, but to avoid being dragged down by it. Because waiting on Angel to decide what to do, or worse, turn it over, just isn't an option anymore. Cardoso is choosing isolation, not out of ego, but survival. And fans, they see everything. This isn't just bad chemistry, this is toxic. You can read it in Kamila's body language. The eye rolls, the dead stares, the way she instantly turns away from Angel during timeouts. That's not frustration, that's a player who's checked out. Kamila didn't come to Chicago to babysit a brand. She came to compete, and now it's obvious. She's just waiting for the front office to wake up and admit what everyone else already knows. This pairing isn't broken, it's doomed.
Looks like she cannot play. I'm sorry, bro. She's not good. She's not good. She looked like she don't have the hunger. She don't have the want to. She don't have the drive. She don't have that dog in her. Bro, I watched Aaliyah Boston dog walk her ass up and down the floor and she wanted no parts of it. I watch her tap out on a nightly basis. She don't want it, bro. She don't want it. Let's be serious. Y'all drafted a bust. Y'all drafted a bust.
While Kamila quietly tries to save her own career by avoiding Angel on the court, Angel Reese is busy doing everything possible to turn the Chicago Sky into the league's biggest disappointment. Can you really put all the blame on her? Actually, yeah, you pretty much can. 3 losses in a row, that's no fluke. It's a trend, and that trend is straight up catastrophic. Angel Reese, who calls herself the queen of the post, is missing layups like they're part of some strange sponsorship deal. You'd think she had some weird allergy to scoring inside. Easy putbacks vanish, fast breaks fizzle out, and wide open shots get slammed so hard off the rim they might need a construction crew. It's beyond absurd at this point. Even the basket seems to be dodging her attempts.
So lads, today I'm in my green Snuggie. I'm in my green Snuggie because it was we got to talk about the meme. The meme. I'm not even going to call them a basketball team right now. I'm going to call them a meme that is Chicago Sky because it's actually getting ridiculous. It's getting absolutely ridiculous.
Facing the LA Sparks, who weren't just struggling, they were practically crawling onto the court without 2 of their top players. Angel Reese somehow looked like she belonged in a completely different league, and not the elite one, more like a lost junior varsity team wandering into the wrong gym. The Sparks basically rolled out the red carpet, handed Chicago a win on a silver platter, sprinkled it with glitter, and said, "Here you go, don't mess this up." But Angel, she saw that shining opportunity, blinked, and said, "No thanks, I'm good. I'd rather show off my missed layup routine for the whole country to see." This wasn't just a bad game. It was a full-blown demonstration of how to completely drop the ball. A live, primetime meltdown of confidence, coordination, and common sense. She wasn't just missing shots, she was missing the entire moment, and the timing couldn't have been worse. Chicago desperately needed a statement performance to spark momentum, but Angel's showing felt less like help and more like a warning sign.
Chicago Sky just lost to the Los Angeles Sparks by a score of 91-78. And let's be serious here. Y'all lost to a Los Angeles Sparks team that are playing without 2 starters. Y'all lost to a Los Angeles Sparks team that's playing without 2 starters. The Chicago Sky, listen, man. Y'all the worst team in the league, bro. Like, let's just stop playing games. This ain't even no, oh, let's be funny. I'm not even joking. I'm not smiling. I don't have a single joke for you. The Chicago Sky is trash. You guys are trash.
This wasn't just a rough patch. It was a harsh reality check laid bare in front of thousands of fans and cameras. What should have been an easy victory turned into a painfully awkward performance. Hype makes noise, but hustle speaks volumes, and tonight made one thing crystal clear. Angel Reese had all the hype, but barely any hustle. It's one thing to buy into your own hype. It's another to try coasting on it when the game is live, the pressure is on, and your team is counting on you. The trouble began in the very first quarter. Angel somehow managed to blow 3 wide open layups in less than 5 minutes. These were the kind of shots that even a high school bench warmer could knock down blindfolded, one-handed, after spinning 3 times. But Reese, she turned those simple chances into masterclasses in missed opportunity. She dribbled right into defenders as if they weren't there, spun blindly into double teams like she was shooting a mixtape video, and kept either coughing the ball up or flinging it at the backboard like it had personally offended her.
Sparks look suspect a little bit in that first half, but then they come out in that second half ready to roll. Here's the thing, this is a team that is playing without some of their players. They are playing without Ray Burrell, they're playing without Rickea Jackson, and of course they're playing without Cameron Brink, who...
Meanwhile, the Sparks, despite missing some of their key players, came out looking like the team hungry to prove something. They outworked Angel Reese, out-rebounded her, and made her seem like she accidentally wandered into a professional game thinking it was just pickup basketball. By halftime, the Chicago Sky were trailing and the momentum had completely flipped. Guess who posted the worst plus-minus on the floor? You got it, Angel Reese with a confidence-crushing -3. Definitely not the stat line you'd expect from someone hyping herself as the next Lisa Leslie all over social media. Where was the leadership, the poise, the dominance she's been promising in every post-game interview? Instead, all we got were desperate heat check shots from a player whose hands looked frozen solid. And when the pressure hit its peak, Angel disappeared, like a magician's rabbit vanishing from the hat. No spark, no fight back, just total silence from the so-called queen. Classic Angel.
Bro, what is going on in Chicago, bro? What is going on in Chicago, bro? I know everybody, we enjoy it, yeah. When Angel Reese get the missing layups, we clown, yeah, we get our...
Even her defense, if you can even call it that, was downright embarrassing. The Sparks bench players, yes, the bench players, were breezing past her with just one dribble and a whole lot of confidence. Her lateral movement looked like it was stuck on a 10-second delay. At times, she didn't even bother to raise her arms to contest shots. Tired legs already? The season barely started. Or maybe it's just diva energy finally catching up with her conditioning. And the impact on the team? When Reese steps on the court, ball movement grinds to a halt and the offense comes to a frustrating standstill. You can almost hear the crowd's collective eye roll every time she demands the ball at the elbow, only to launch another brick. The Sky's pace drags whenever she's playing, and it's not just about poor shot selection, it's about killing the team's spirit. She sucks the energy right out of her own teammates. 3 games, 3 losses. This isn't a slump, it's a full-on meltdown in real time. Yet Angel struts around like she's the star of the show, while everyone else has already checked out. Her post-game vibes? All smiles and mysterious Instagram posts like she just dropped 40 and carried the team. The reality? She's posting double-doubles and missed shots and defensive blunders. Stats don't lie, but Angel Reese sure knows how to dress them up.
I don't give a fuck 17 rebounds, Angel, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck about that, bro. Real shit. Like, you gotta get better, bro. Like, you gotta get better, bro. Like, all them smoked layups, bro, is terrible. Like, that shit is, it don't even look like you looking at the basket, bro. It look like you throwing up shit, hoping it go in. Like it don't even be looking like you know how when you do a layup, you put the ball where the ball, so the ball can...
Fans are starting to catch on. The same social media platforms that once hailed her as queen are now tearing her apart like a bad reality show. Clips of missed layups and defensive blunders are spreading faster than her pregame outbursts. And yet the denial persists. It's like Angel truly believes she's nailing it, while everything around her crumbles. And don't overlook the mental game. When the Sky need a boost, someone to spark energy and swing momentum, Angel is nowhere to be seen. No leadership, no intensity, just half-hearted claps and empty gestures as the team sinks deeper in the standings. That's not the mark of a star, that's a bench warmer in disguise. Back to that Sparks game. It finished exactly as it started. Badly. No, worse than badly, pathetically. The final quarter was still close, and what does Angel do? She airballs a hook shot, fumbles a rebound out of bounds, and commits a lazy foul that handed free throws to LA, all within 2 minutes. That's not skill. That's not leadership. That's exactly how you lose games.
Game 3 for us. Okay, we are still 0-3. Whereas the Los Angeles Sparks, who we just got defeated by, are 2 for 3. Okay, so they won 2 games and lost 1. This game concluded, guys, with the Los Angeles Sparks, the winner, having 91 points, whereas us, the Chicago Sky guys, we only had 78 points. I gotta give credit where credit is due. The Chicago Sky overall, we have improved, okay, since being defeated by the Indiana Fever, and then of course the other game the other day, us getting defeated by the New York Liberty, okay? It could have got really, really bad for us. Even though this is still, in my eyes, this is considered a blowout. Okay, we lost by 13 points.
Beyond the stats, it's the whole vibe that's shifted. The league isn't fooled anymore. Defenders don't respect her as a threat. They're daring her to take bad shots, giving her space because they know she'll fire away, no matter how cold she's been in the past 15 minutes. The game plan against her is clear now, and it's brutal. Meanwhile, the Chicago Sky coaching staff looks like they're caught in a nightmare. You can read it on their faces every time she launches another low percentage shot. But can they really sit her out? Too much media hype, too big a name, too much ego involved, so they keep sending her out there, hoping she'll finally deliver on the promise for at least one game. Spoiler alert, she won't, because this isn't about one bad night or a slump. It's the reality of who Angel Reese is right now, a player who talks like a legend but plays like a liability. And until Chicago figures out how to work around her, or let's be honest, get past her, they're stuck in a free fall that could be impossible to stop.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I root for her, and I want to see her win even more than I want to see Caitlin Clark win. I'm not even gonna lie, folks. Not because of even racism, but just because of how she's talked about in certain circles. Like, some people talk like she don't even belong. This is why I want her to win. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I fuck all the highlights that they show when they in the off season. She gotta come back with a real package, bro. Like, that layup package, folks, like, that she got, them smoked layups, like.
Kamila Cardoso gets it, the fans see it, the whole league feels it, except for Angel Reese herself, who's still trapped in complete denial. While Chicago is falling apart under the pressure of her missed shots and non-existent defense, Angel parades around like she's the star of her own Gatorade ad. No urgency, zero accountability, just recycled pregame looks, tired catchphrases, and empty celebrations after meaningless points. This isn't leadership, it's delusion wrapped up in designer sneakers. Meanwhile, Kamila is grinding hard in the paint, hustling from one end of the court to the other, fighting to save possessions. Angel? She's busy chasing clout instead of rebounds. Every game feels like a new episode of the Angel Reese show, and sadly for the Chicago Sky, it's a tragic comedy packed with losses and plenty of cringeworthy moments.
That's what we've been doing all this. We've been having all this back and forth. We've been having all this back and forth over that, over that. That's what we've been comparing to Caitlin Clark. That's what we've been comparing. Are you serious? Are you serious? Man, stop playing games.
Eventually, someone's gotta say it. Being a TikTok sensation doesn't translate to results on the court. The WNBA isn't impressed by flashy Instagram captions when your team's struggling, and you're still posing like it's a runway show. Maybe you're not really an athlete anymore. Maybe you're just a brand, and brands, they don't carry teams, they don't spark comebacks, they just get exposed, one missed layup after another.